had a buy signal a couple of weeks ago when we closed above the upper 280s, mid 290s, setting up low 350s to the 356.76 speed line. And we've been testing this area now, especially the low 350s, for the last full week. We backed away on Wednesday. And in fact, we did close below short-term channel bottom. I think this is beginning to set up as a topping process. There's also a scare right now in the bond markets. It is presently violating long-term support. And if it closes below it on Friday, it sets off a long-term sell signal that should result in higher rates of the order of about 1.5%, we'll say by the end of the year. And so we've got a spending bill that hasn't passed yet, that if it does pass, will open an even wider hole in our deficit over the next 5 years. And so this is scaring the bond market, and it's scaring the stock market. Holding below 337.11 after having tested the low 350s longer term resistance will keep selling pressures building. I don't see 294.96 today, but we certainly could today perhaps test 321.55. And this is a level that I'm comfortable buying on an intraday basis, but really no longer on a 3 to 5 day swing trade. I think your 3 to 5 day swing trade has just emerged with the settlement below 337.11. And so that is a level, assuming we open below 337.11, that you can sell on a daily basis for the day itself. You might even sell it. I think it deserves like another day. After having tested long-term resistance, if you didn't sell strength as the market pushed into the low 350s, your next and actually go with sell signal, which is usually a little more reliable, is selling on weakness. And this is our first sign of weakness, closing below 337.11. Now, I think if we gap lower today, in other words, open below yesterday's 332.20 low, that in itself is a sign of weakness. Bottom line, opening below 337.11 will keep 321.55 in reach today. And if we close a little lower on the day, that is to say, yes, below 337.11, our sell signal, and we have been anticipating, as I've been mentioning, as we're testing all of this resistance, 294.96 as our 2 to 3 week target. I have amended that 263.40 as kind of our big picture objective now. Holding below 351.39 to 356.79 will keep 263.40 as a 3 to 5 week objective or sooner. And if we close a little lower today, that is to say below 337.11, that sort of nudges it more firmly in the bearish rotation, whereby 294.96 in reach by the end of next week, where we can place a weekly low.
Check us out at wickedstocks.com. You get a 5-day free trial up front. You also get weekly Apple stock, daily Triple Q, daily SPY, weekly S&P 500, weekly NASDAQ 100 analysis, and 2 stock picks every week. You can see that all by going to wickedstocks.com.